Hi everyone. So I created this video because I wanted to share a very recent experience which happened with me, and I just felt that this is something which you must be also going through. So why not share with you guys as well? Because if you are someone who is going through this, then definitely you're looking for an answer, and this video might give you that answer. So recently, I was coaching one of my clients who was working in a bank, and he was in a pretty much around 35 years of age. Working in a mid-level position, middle-level manager position. And one of the concerns he raised during the coaching session was that I am not feeling that I am giving my full potential. I feel that I'm falling back behind. My friends are doing a lot better. I just feel so dissatisfied. Even though I love the company I am in, I just still feel that I cannot give my 100%, no matter how much I think of. So this was the concerns raised by him, and he was absolutely feeling lost. And it was his first coaching session with me. So he was absolutely feeling lost. He did not know what to do, how to start, what to do and what not to do, whether it was just a feeling that would pass by or was it a serious problem or anything as such. So as we progressed in the session, we worked around a lot of things. We tried to figure out what went around, what was in the past, how was it happening, how was he feeling, everything, right? But we came up with few important techniques which really helped him a lot few weeks later as we followed up. So I just thought that maybe I'll create a video on this and it would help you guys a lot too. So if you are someone who is going through this similar thought, if you're someone who is going through this similar problem, then don't forget to watch this video till the end, because I'm going to share some real insights which worked with one person and not many, and I'm sure this will work too, even if not completely, partially also, and that would solve most of the problem. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe this video because it would be a very good boost for me and my team to keep on creating the videos. Hi everyone, I'm Aditi Goyal and I am a content creator, I'm a learning and development strategist, I'm a coach, I'm a corporate trader, and I'm someone who just keeps on creating videos on personal and professional growth. So on today's video, we are going to look into what to do when you are actually feeling lost. What is one advice what I would love to give to someone if you are someone who is falling back behind. So for this, I would want you to take a paper and pen because we're just going to work out some things and that will help you analyze your situation. Because this is a public video, so I really cannot work out one-on-one. So it will be better that if you can take a pen and paper and try to work around that. So you must be thinking that as we're going to explore through this, it's going to be something very weird concept, some very profound, very large concepts written by some very profound scientist or anything as such. But no, we are going to look into very simple steps to actually see where you're feeling lost and what could you do better. So the first thing which I would advise anyone to do is look into their current state of day, state of week, and state of month. So what I would want you to do right now is take a pen and paper and jot down broadly the areas what you do around throughout the day. So you can jot down what are the areas where you spend most of the time with throughout the day. What are the areas where you spend most of the time throughout the week, and what are the areas where you spend most of the time throughout the month. So that is what you can write it down for yourself. You can pause the video if you feel that you need more time and you want to get along. Secondly, as you write all of this down, write the current feeling associated with most of these activities which you do. For example, throughout the day, what time you wake up, how much time you spend with your family, what are the kind of people you spend time with, what are the activities you do at office. So write a feeling associated with as of now, as of this present day or as of this present week, along with each and every task associated. As you write all of these feelings, you will come to know which are the areas where you're feeling dissatisfied. Sometimes you must have observed this thing that sometimes our mood is off because of some other reason, and we just lay out the whole frustration to some other person or some other situation. And because of that, I mean, it just ripples down the effect and it gets more worse. So it's a similar case in this aspect as well. Sometimes just one particular thing might be affecting your day, might be affecting your overall mood, your overall enthusiasm, and you must be feeling that your whole day is worse, your whole week is worse, in fact, your whole life is worse. So it's really important to figure out on a micro level what is the actual problem. As you figure out the feelings associated with each of the tasks in a particular day, try to see which are the tasks or which are the activities what you do gives you the most joy, gives you the most good feeling, or you love that activity. For example, maybe spending time with your family, specifically your children, or if you have any, or specifically your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is, you feel lovely. So just maybe color code it or just write that feeling over there. Similarly, there might be a lot of things which are not giving you a good feeling. For example, a specific activity which you have to do at your office, or a specific person you have to work around with your office. So you need to actually figure out that as well. Now, as you're able to figure out who are these people and what are those activities, now you move on to the next step where you're about to write the ideal day you want to have. So this ideal day can be around anything, like how you want your day to go, what time you want to wake up, what is the kind of amount of time you want to spend with your family, the amount of time you want to spend at office, what do you want to do at office, what are the kind of people you want to be around, what's the kind of work environment you want to be around. So you write all of that, right? Write all the ideal day things which you really want in your life, and then move on to writing the ideal week. So how does your ideal week should look like? What should your weekend look like? What should you do after you come back at home throughout the week? So you can write all of those steps. And similarly, you can write again for your whole month. So now you are moving from your current state of reality to your ideal state of reality, and you're determining the things that that should go as per your wish or your preference based on your current experiences. You can again pause the video and write down everything which you feel like, because this is going to determine what action steps you actually have to take, or which is in your control, because sometimes not everything is in our control, but just determining what we want also affects it a lot. So I would suggest you to pause this video, take your time, and then resume it again. Moving on, now we move on towards what are the action steps which we have to take. Now, once we're able to discover what our pain point is and where we want to reach, we just feel that we just want to change everything around in a day. And when we start pursuing it, it becomes an obsession, and we ultimately get dissatisfied. So you would really not want to do that. In this case, we are just going to focus on one small step and one big step which you're going to take in order to turn around your life. And for that, I would want you to take one area, one specific area right now in your current state which you want to change. It can be your family situation. If you feel that that is what is affecting a lot and is of utmost priority. If that's your career, then take it as a career. If there are many things, then just choose one as of now, because you're just going to get started for, right? So choose one area, and now there you are going to identify what one small action you are going to take that is in your control. Now, for example, there is you have a spouse who is fairly toxic, right? Like red flag. In simple terms, red flag, and you are absolutely tensed and worried because of her or him. So, see, you need to understand that the other person is completely not in your control. A few things which you can do for them might be in your control. A few things which you can change in the environment is in your control. But if you think that you're going to take action to change them, that is of utmost nonsense. So in this case, you have to identify whatever actions you're taking should be in your control. So now you're going to identify one small action which you're going to take. That can be a daily action. It can be as simple as waking up early. It can be as simple as reaching office on time. It can be as simple as just going around and meeting as many colleagues as you can. So one small action and one big action. So big action can be, again, anything. For example, maybe changing your job if you're absolutely dissatisfied with it, changing your department if you're not happy with the kind of work you're doing. So for that, you need to first have acceptance. Okay, fine, I am in this current state of reality and a lot of things are not in my control, but I'll still try to take some actions to change it. Second, identify the things which you can have control on. And third, take one small step and one big step to change it. So now you're again going to pause the video and identify those actions which you're going to take, one small and one big. So now as you've identified your action, you are going to identify how would you be feeling once you have achieved that goal after implementing the action. Because, sometimes we take actions, we think that this is what is going to happen and it doesn't happen, and our feelings start getting affected again and we are again dissatisfied. So you also need to identify what is the feeling that you want to have after just implementing that action and getting whatever you want. And what happens if it doesn't get there? What are you going to do then? This is a question which you're going to have to ask for yourself, because this is a very subjective question. Every person's answer depends completely on their personality and the way they have been thinking, their thought process. So I really cannot give you any reference point for it. But having that awareness about your feelings, about what you want, about what you're going to do to get what you want, and what are the things in your control is absolutely important to work around your life. I was in a similar situation some time back where nothing was going right in my life, and I knew that there are a lot of things that, 80% of things are not in my control. But I just figured out what 20% is in my control. Where do I want to reach? What's my ideal day gonna look like? What's my ideal week gonna look like? And I just took one small step and one big step. And here I am, very satisfied, to be very honest, with my life. And though there are few things that still needs improvement, but I know I'm gonna get there. And even if I don't get there, it's okay, because I've accepted where I am. And I've accepted the amount of effort I'm putting, the amount of results I'm getting, and I'm happy with it because I'm able to give my 100%. The outcome may be 80, outcome may be 70. Some days it's 100 as well, but it's fine, right? I'm satisfied. I am at the utmost peace of my mind. So this is what you have to attain. So with this, we're coming to the end of the video. I hope that your questions are solved, that feeling of being lost is solved, and you got what you were looking for. If you still haven't got your answer and if you're still confused, then you can write me up. All the details are given there. You can even comment in the video and I would answer that. If you really want to seek some more help, then you can definitely get one-on-one consultation with me if your problem is a bit severe, and we can work around it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and follow me on different channels. I'm very active on LinkedIn as well. Thank you for watching this. Your one share, your one subscribe is definitely a big boost for us because we're fairly new on YouTube. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more such videos on personal and professional growth. I hope I keep on helping you guys. Thank you so much.